Welcome into NESN Bets Kickoff Show. Travis Thomas here with my main man, Sam Panayotovich, inside the PNC Bank studio. And yet another nice Monday night matchup. Not quite as nice without Joe Burrow, but that's another topic for maybe next season, I guess. Bengals and Jaguars getting it done in Duval. Jags favored by 10. Total 40.5. Sammy P, talk to me. That says it all.
Just wish we had a better quarterback matchup. You know, we've talked about a lot of really bad games on Sunday night and Monday night this year. Yeah. But there are ways to make money.
Oh.
This year on Sunday and Monday night, the under is 23-4. Did you know that?
I did.
23-4.
Yeah.
So when we look at this total, it's down to like 40.5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And my question to you is, how many points does Jacksonville score?
Oh. I'll go 20. I think it's going to be a respectable beatdown. I'll go 24, 27, somewhere in that range.
10?
For
24-10?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're under.
Yeah.
Because the team total for the Bengals is 14.5. And without Burrow,
under.
They don't have the ability to throw the deep ball. So for Jake Browning, the backup quarterback, to sort of dink and dunk down the field against a very, very good Jacksonville defense, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
So I know that the unders have been a very popular thing. I'm not just playing the under because the trend says to go under. Just short Cincinnati's offense. Cincy team total under and under in the game.
I like it. I actually just wrote that score down. 24-10 feels about right to me, right? I mean, I hadn't thought about it from a Bengals standpoint. I only thought Jags because that's who I'm on tonight. I'm laying the 10 points, by the way. I mean, usually I'm the first person up here taking points and saying this is the NFL. I'm not laying this big number. But Jacksonville, I've been talking to you about this all day. I think they check every box. Defense solid, as you said. I mean, skill positions, running back, wide receivers, they're loaded there. Doug Peterson, Super Bowl winning head coach. Trevor Lawrence, very good with potential to be a great quarterback. I'm really buying into this team. And without Joe Burrow, I just don't see how the Bengals can do anything really to even stay in this game. But I say a respectable beatdown because I see a big game for Travis Etienne, and we'll get into props here shortly. I just think they're going to run the ball. The best thing you can do against a team that's not really on your level is to beat them in that way. The Bengals aren't bad enough to just go out there and get blown out, okay? I do think that the Jaguars can control time of possession, can impose their will. How do you do that? Running the football. So we'll get into some props here. As you look at the prop market for all these teams, I mean, obviously, the Bengals have stars all over the place. Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. But again, the quarterback's got to get them the ball. I don't know where you're at with Bengals props, but I'm all over the Jags player props. Let's start with the quarterbacks. Better bet. Over for passing yards. Trevor Lawrence, 243.5.
Yes.
Or Jake. Done. Next. Better bet. Spread or total?
Total, under 40.5. Yeah, I like the under. I just don't think Cincy gets a lot going. If they get to 17 points, 20 points, I'll tip my cap.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's possible. It's the NFL. But I'm inclined to go under before I lay it.
Okay, so I just told you I'm laying the 10 points with Jacksonville, but I still think the under is a better play because that is a lot of points. This is the NFL, and we've seen stranger things happen. I'm also obviously on the over for Trevor Lawrence and want nothing to do with Jake Doo-Doo Browning. Thanks. Rushing yards, over or under for Travis Etienne or Joe Mixon, 48.5, 67.5 for Etienne.
I thought maybe Mixon because they want to keep Jacksonville's offense on the sideline. So if you can get Mixon going, you can maybe run the TOP, maybe have 31, 32 minutes with the ball.
Yeah.
And keep Trevor Lawrence and all those wild wide receivers on the sideline.
Sure.
Maybe they give Mixon the ball 20 times. I'd rather go over on Mixon because Etienne is one of those dual threat guys. He could do it, you know, not only on the ground, but he can catch passes too. So I lean to Mixon at a low number.
So the number's obviously advantageous, but I go over for Etienne because I think he's having a big game. But I'll say this about Mixon, and it kind of goes back to what we talked about with the Jaguars defense. I mean, if you're coming into this game and you're Jacksonville, are you not loading the box to stop Joe Mixon. Because, look, Chase is amazing. So maybe you give some help over the top for him. I don't, personally, as good as he is, I don't think Higgins can beat you, and I damn sure don't think that quarterback is going to be able to pick you apart. So if I'm coming in defensively, I'm talking about, and I'm Jacksonville, I have to stop Joe Mixon. I mean, that's literally my game plan. So I'd go under there. And also, the Jags have the chance to go up big in the game. Even though I think it'll be somewhat competitive, they could go up big. If they do, game over there for Mixon.
Jamar Chase's prop is very low.
Yeah.
We're in the 55s now, 55 and a half. And he's either boom or bust in this matchup. Because in the 2 games without Burrow, he had 81 yards and 12 yards. So he's either cooking or he's shut down.
Right.
And at 55 and a half, the problem with a guy like that is if he catches a screen pass and gets proper blocking, he could pick up 40 yards.
Absolutely.
After the catch. But I don't think it's going to be a game where Jake Browning is going to throw Jamar Chase open.
I tell you what, I would probably be more apt to take Jamar Chase anytime touchdown than I would maybe this prop because of that dynamic home run hitting, playmaking ability you just talked about. If he gets his hands on it, shakes you, makes a guy miss, he can dance to the end zone, right? Whereas you're taking over on receptions or receiving yards, boy, you're leaning on Browning a lot there. In fact, I think I know your answer here. Better bet over or under receiving yards. Calvin Ridley, 57.5, or Jamar Chase, we're talking about at 55.5.
Ridley, just because of the quarterback.
Yep.
I mean, I like Jamar Chase a lot more than I like Calvin Ridley.
Yep.
But it comes down to Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball against Jake Browning.
Amen. Fill in the blank.
Oh, boy.
Bengals covering this game if
Jags turn it over. 2 picks,
Fair.
a fumble. Turnovers are the great equalizer. I mean, turnovers are how bad teams beat good teams, and that's really going to be the difference. That's how Chicago beat Minnesota last Monday night, because Josh Dobbs, the NASA man, threw 4 interceptions.
Right.
I was at the game. It was horrible.
The NASA
It was 12-10. I woke up in the second quarter. It was 6-0. Horrible game. But the Vikings let the Bears win because they couldn't protect the football.
Sure. I'll just say if the Jags sleep on the Bengals, that's the only way. And listen, Jacksonville's trying to, as I said, become good, great, not good. And you got to beat teams like this. So if they sleep on them, take them for granted, I think the Bengals could cover. All right, the best 2-leg parlay to play tonight is.
Go ahead, you take it.
I mean, bro, I am Mr. Parlay. I'm not doing any parlays tonight. I do like player props. Some books let you do that. Listen, I would probably say Travis Etienne, anytime touchdown. Maybe Jamar Chase. I probably talked myself into it, talking about this game, or a Calvin Ridley. I'd parlay a player prop if the book lets you. But other than that, I got nothing for you. My favorite bet of the night is Travis Etienne, anytime touchdown. Little juicy, -120, -125, depending where you shop. But I just think, as I told you, I think he has a big game tonight. I think Jacksonville comes in to stop the run defensively and to run the ball offensively.
I'll go Ridley, touchdown.
Okay.
Not parlay, just my favorite bet. Ridley, +150. I do like the under in the game, but I do like Ridley to get across the goal line. +155 at FanDuel. One book's got him +0.25, so like a 30-cent difference, 125 to 155. He's my guy. I got to roll with him.
No, I respect it. All right, let's end it with viewer questions. Keenan and Jimmy writes, love the Jags wide receivers Ridley, Kirk, and Zay tonight. Who's your best bet of the 3 for anytime touchdown? Calvin Ridley. We agree, right?
Ridley.
Unanimous. Icky in Ohio writes, all right, boys, just give me one offensive Bengals prop that you think will cash. Got to get me some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts. I'll go Jamar Chase anytime.
This is from Icky in Ohio?
Yes. He wants some cold cuts. Get the cold cuts.
Jake Browning interception.
Oh! Scratch what I said. I like that one better. Ronald writes, you have to pick one player to be your QB for the rest of the year. And you have to watch all the games. Browning, Zappy, or Flacco?
Flacco. Just Flacco because it's fun. He's up there in age. He has a Super Bowl.
He's up there in age.
He was throwing ropes.
He's 100.
He's 38.
Just.
Well, it's not Zappy. I mean, Zappy couldn't put any points on the board.
Is just glue my eyes shut an option?
That is not an option.
I guess Flacco, man.
Oh, okay. So after all that, you're on Flacco.
I guess.
Nobody wants little Bailey Zappi.
Why you call him little?
Because he's little.
Kyler Murray's little. Give Bailey, put a little respect on Bailey's name. No? All right. Last one.
They didn't score a point.
They did not. Tom Edwards said, early look ahead to, oh, here we go. Pat Steelers on Thursday night. Forget the books. I'm going to set my line at 25.5. Over or under? I'm taking the under, brother.
Well, Tom Edward, go bet under 30.5 then, if that's your true number.
Right.
I agree. We talked about this on the Ultimate Betting Show. What would be the number that you would go over? And you said
half a point.
I think you said 6.5.
Yeah, probably.
I would go over 23.5.
Okay.
17-7 is very
Really?
possible. Well, I'm under in the game.
I
I'm
know,
under.
but that's...
On Lunchline, I said bet under 31. On the Ultimate Betting Show, the 31s were gone.
Yeah.
By Thursday night, it's going to be 29.5, 29.
Oh.
So whatever you like, if you like the over, wait. If you like the under, it's time.
It's time. And it's time to enjoy Monday Night Football. For Travis Thomas, Sam Panayotovich, enjoy the game. We'll see you next time. Peace.